Watch as Fox News fact-checks Trump's lies live on air.
Biden sent, I call her Comrade Kamala, sent Comrade Kamala to see Putin in Russia 3 days before the attack. She went, she said, she gave her case. He attacked 3 days later.
Just a quick clarification. We don't have confirmation that the vice president went to Russia to meet with Vladimir Putin. I know she went over to Europe right before the incursion when Russia invaded Ukraine, and it's a war that's still going on right now.
I've heard that said a lot. You don't have confirmation that that's true?
Yeesh, how bad has it gotten when Fox News has to correct Trump? But we all know that Trump likes to lie about Russia.
President Trump,
I never said that. One of the presidents of a big country stood up and said, well, sir, if we don't pay and we're attacked by Russia, will you protect us? I said, you didn't pay? You're delinquent? He said, yes, let's say that happened. No, I would not protect you. In fact, I would encourage them to do whatever the hell they want. You got to pay.
Actually, when you think of it, maybe Trump conspired with Vladimir Putin.
And again, I said to Vladimir Putin, I said, don't do it. You can't do it, Vladimir. You do it, it's going to be a bad day. You cannot do it. And I told him things that what I do, and he said, no way. And I said, way.
I mean, it's not like Russia hasn't conspired with D-list celebrities in the past.
The DOJ charged 2 Russian media executives in an alleged plot to illegally funnel millions of dollars to right-wing influencers by way of a pro-Trump media outlet. Specifically, the department charged 2 employees of Russian-backed media company RT with a nearly $10 million plan to fund an unnamed Tennessee content creation company as one of their covert projects to influence American politics.
That last video was how the DOJ has come out and said that Russia had been paying money to influencers, right-wing influencers in America, to post pro-Russia stuff on their channels and on their social media. And they've been doing an influence campaign. And the DOJ has discovered that. And some of these guys have said, oh, we didn't know. But the next time you see one of these right-wing influencers saying something that sounds like it's way too supportive of Russia to the point where maybe Vladimir Putin wrote the text, ask yourself, are they getting paid by some Russian entity to say this and do this? Let's go back to Donald Trump's interview with Elon Musk, where he said he called up Putin and he told him that it's going to be a bad day if he invades. And Putin said, no way. And Trump said, way, because Trump and Vladimir Putin are like a couple of teenage girls. That's how they talk, right? LOL, way, no way. Go on, girl. Look, the history with Trump and Putin has been long. Trump has wanted to be Putin for a long time. He's admired Putin for a long time. Maga has admired Putin for a long time because they want to be able to do whatever they want to do in government and run the country as dictators. That's what they want. Putin is a strong man. He's possibly the strongest man in terms of being ruthless leaders in the world. So we ask ourselves, should America be involved in the war in Ukraine? And really the answer becomes, what happens if we don't support Ukraine? What happens if we don't support Ukraine is that Russia takes over Ukraine and then is emboldened and will keep going further into Europe. Just like Kamala Harris brought up in the debate. She said to Donald Trump, she said, you tell the Polish Americans how you will not defend Ukraine when Putin has attacked Ukraine, and how you wouldn't probably defend Poland if and when Putin continues going into Poland. And Donald Trump wasn't able to say that he would defend Ukraine. He did say he would end the war in 24 hours if he became president. When asked how, he hasn't elaborated, but basically it's because he would probably give Vladimir what he wants. The reason there was no war when Trump was president there was no war between Russia and Ukraine was because Trump was basically doing whatever Vladimir wanted him to do. And if he comes back, he's going to do whatever Vladimir wants him to do, except the problem now is that Vladimir and Russia are in Ukraine, so they would take Ukraine. But it's just a very strange bedfellows, the Republicans and Russia, because in the past, the Republicans have been hawks against Russia. If you go back to Reagan, they were hawks against Russia. That was their number one enemy. That was the big boogeyman. And now, years later, they are basically doing the work of Russia by basically saying that they don't want to support Ukraine. They don't want to continue to fund Ukraine. Trump keeps saying that the European countries need to put more money towards supporting Ukraine. The truth is they have put more money towards supporting Ukraine. The truth is that a strong NATO is good for all of us, including the United States. So we see now something going on, and we're not sure exactly what the reasoning is, but I believe part of the reasoning is that the Republicans and their Project 2025 and the way they want to run government is how Putin runs government, how Putin runs Russia. If there's an enemy of the state, they disappear. The Republicans and Donald Trump has said he wants to go after his enemies. He said he wants to go after late night talk show hosts. Can you imagine a world in which we live in where a late night talk show host makes fun of Trump or any president and they come and arrest them? That's basically how Russia functions. And so that's what Trump wants. Trump sees that. He's jealous of it. He wants it. And then he says that no, that I'm strong with Putin. He's not strong with Putin. He famously was in that press conference where he was standing next to Putin and when he was president, and he said that he trusted Putin more than his own intelligence people. And in that interview with Elon Musk, where he claims that he was strong with Putin, he basically is friends with the guy. He likes Putin. He likes Kim Jong-un. His latest new friend is Viktor Orban of Hungary, who is another dictator. The guy likes dictators. He doesn't care about democracy. He doesn't care about your freedom. He doesn't care about people's ability to get ahead in America. What he cares about is absolute power, because that's how he's run his whole life. He's always been the boss of his company, except when he was under his father. But once he took over, he's been the boss, and he does whatever he wants, and he's gotten away with it. And now here we are, and we got to read between the lines and go, why is he so enamored with Putin? Really, you don't have to read between the lines. We know he's jealous of Putin. He wants to be Putin. And then he turns around in the debate, and on that clip we saw there on Fox News, and says that it was actually Kamala Harris who went and tried to stop Putin, but wasn't able to stop Putin. And the truth is, Kamala Harris said, no, I did not meet with Vladimir Putin. I met with Volodymyr Zelensky. The names are kind of close. Volodymyr, maybe that's what confused Trump. But basically, Trump is able to say whatever he wants, and his followers believe it. You even saw in that clip on Fox when the one Fox news person fact-checked Trump. The other Fox news person said, well, it's been going around. You sure she didn't meet with Putin? And there's no facts. They just say things. Just like he said in the middle of that debate, he said, they're eating the dogs. You want to fact-check it, or you don't want to fact-check it? The fact is that they did fact-check it during the debate. And then the people on the right got upset. How dare you fact-check the guy? Well, I encourage all of you to fact-check Donald Trump's relationship with Russia. Why is he so enamored with Russia? Why is he so enamored with Putin? He famously wanted to get a Trump Tower in Moscow. Michael Cohen was negotiating that deal for him. And maybe if he becomes president again, he will finally get that Trump Tower in Moscow. And maybe he and Putin can go and visit late-night talk show hosts that offend them in prison. So with that said, guys, I also am a comedian, Maz Jobrani, and I have a special on YouTube called The Birds and the Bees. Check it out. If you like it, tell your friends. If you don't like it, keep it to yourselves. Bye.